Hello, hello, and welcome. I hope it sounds as good as it looks. I am trying to be more confident. Not It is 6 o'clock in the morning. My personal diary, like a video journal, in a hopefully long series of videos. I hope to make a lot of videos like this, where I'm just talking to to the camera. You know, it. I think it will help me open up more, stop being so nervous, and be more confident in myself. That's what I think it should do. I don't really know. I don't really know what direction this video is going to go in. I didn't write a script for this video because I I didn't want it to be like performative. I didn't write a script because I wanted to like convey my thoughts as they naturally flow, rather than reading a script that I wrote somewhere. Keep my eyes keep going here and there is because I can't make eye contact with myself for too long. I'm just very nervous, and I wanted to talk about love and relationships. I'm not really an expert on love or relationships for that matter. I've only ever been in one relationship. That was that was a ride. That relationship, and it was all because of me. I mean, it was a simple, sweet, loving relationship. If I wasn't such an immature piece of shit, I was scared. Uh, Back in ninth or 10th grade is when I first found out about like love. It was there before, obviously it was there, but like I became self-aware of love when I was in ninth or 10th grade. That's 16, 15, 16. And since then I've always had this fantasy in my head that I want a perfect loving girlfriend. It has always been there, even now. I am more self-aware now than I was back then when I was 15, 16. I am more in touch with reality now than I was then, but it still is sort of the same, like wanting a perfect girlfriend, wanting the perfect loved one who will love me for all my flaws, and the stuff, the usual stuff. But really, really hard to, like, I know it doesn't happen like that. Relationships need work. To build a relationship, to keep a relationship stable, you need to do a lot of work. You need to put in a lot of efforts. But I don't think I'm ready for that. So this is like a paradox of sorts. On the one hand, I'm really desperate for a relationship. On the other, I can't handle the responsibilities of it. So it's like all the good things. I want all the good things, but none of the responsibility. It doesn't work like that in real life. Let me make it very clear. It never works like that in real life for any ship, any relationship, not just a significant other or a love interest. It doesn't work like that in friendships, in partnerships, nowhere. You always have to put in efforts. I think the concept of love is really beautiful. Like when you imagine it in your head, how it will work out with this one particular person, it all seems very good, you know. But the thing is, you only imagine the good parts with them. You never tend to think in the negative direction that you might have fights with them or it might not work out with them. It's always is very positive in your brain whenever you think about love or your partner if you have one. And I think this misguided concept of love is why a lot of the times you're disappointed. I think another reason for this misconception of love that I have today at least is somewhat because of the kind of movies I used to watch when growing up. Bollywood. Indian movies in general don't really have a healthy idea of love or relationships. It's like you see a person, it's love at first sight, and then you start chasing her. It's You start chasing her, you start teasing her without asking her how she feels. In most of the movies, it's like this. You just do whatever you want, and then suddenly one day she'll fall in love with you. That is the basic concept of how it works in most movies, which is very problematic in itself, because it gives a lot of people this mindset that you just have to go the extra mile. You just have to keep doing it, keep repeating it, keep irritating someone until they say yes. That's not really love, is it? No, like love is built on connection, mutual understanding and all of that. You respect your partner in love, and whatever this is not at all respect. So I think like these movies have a really problematic way of showing how love works, and that has influenced a lot of people like me. You grow out of it after a certain age, but some people don't. Some people still think that's what love is, and it's better like this now for me, that I'm self-aware. But it's it's not just movies. It's also human tendency to want and form connections with the opposite gender. Like if you're a guy, you would be attracted to conventionally attractive women, but that doesn't mean you fall in love with everyone. You just appreciate their beauty and move on. But I think we have a tendency to just imagine how it would be in a relationship with them. At least I have. Whenever I see a conventionally attractive woman, my brain tends to think, oh, how it would work out if I would date her. You know, I think it's natural. I mean, I haven't asked anyone about this, but I think it is natural to think like that. Even when you're in love, your brain releases all of these happy hormones like oxytocin, dopamine, and all of that. It keeps you in a happy state when you're in love with someone. Maybe in the initial stages of it, but what it also does, when you're in love, it in certain parts of your brain, like the frontal cortex, it decreases your judgment capabilities, and also suppresses areas that have negative, like suppresses negative areas, which is very interesting, because a lot of the times I imagine love like that it has no complexities, that it has no negativity, and it's all going to be sunshine in a relationship, but that's not really the case. Another reason why I think I am so desperate is most of my friends are committed, and I see them with their partners, and just makes me feel like, why can't I have this? You know, my friends, whenever I ask them about this, whenever we are having discussions on this topic, they just tell me to wait for the right one. There is someone made for everyone, like soulmate, concept of soulmate, and they just tell me to wait for the right one, that she'll come one day from somewhere. But that's really bad advice, man. I don't really see that happening. Like, it's easy to tell me to wait right now when there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with a partner that I cannot now, because the time is gone. I think everyone wants that, like a school kind of romance, or a college, high school kind of romance, which is now over. The time for that is completely over. There is no way that I can have anything like that now. And once I start a job, sure, I'll meet someone. I know that much, that I'll meet someone, but it just won't be like this now. There's so much that I am missing out on just because I don't have someone with me. This is not just FOMO. This is genuinely terrifying for me, that I'm missing out on so much stuff. And also, I don't really believe in the concept of a soulmate, that there is at least one person out there that is made entirely for you. I don't really believe that. It doesn't sound true to me. It doesn't sound believable at all, that there is someone who will just instantly connect with you, and you will spend the rest of your life together. That's what a soulmate is, right? But I don't really believe that there is any person that you can instantly form a connection with. I don't think that can happen. That's all, I guess. I mean, I said most of what I wanted to say, and I think this video is already 10 minutes long. And yeah, this is my take on love and relationships. Let's hope I make more videos in the future. Bye.